Okay. Been sitting there for like 3-4 minutes. Can't seem to, well, there's no one here. And I haven't paid. And I don't have any zloty, I only have euros. So this is too much, by the way. It definitely didn't cost 20 euros. But I'm just going to leave that in there for the guy. Like that. Yeah? This is representation. I have paid for my stay here. With actually more than I needed to. I think actually, well, the campsite was 10 quid, which is 8 euros. And then the beers, I think, were 4 euros, or four pounds, so 3 euros. So realistically, it probably only cost me 10 euros. But I'm going to give him 20, because, you know. Because fucking why not, I guess, I don't know. Right, headphones, yeah. We've got all of that gear in there. Yeah, they're down there. God, these things, man, the anxiety that gives me every day. Ooh. Anyway, got the air seat on today. Ooh. It does, it raises the ride height by a fairly considerable amount, I will say. Alright, there we go. Payment has been made. So, the main thing that I'm facing at the moment is range anxiety. 33 k's left on the trip. Petrol's been on for a good bit. And I've managed to find a fuel station 3k away, but it's still, oh, thank you very much. Yeah, still a little bit anxiety inducing, if you ask me. Anyway, never mind. I've also checked the weather today to see if we're in for another rainy one, and I'm afraid to say I think we might be. I mean, I've got sunglasses on at the moment, which doesn't really help the view of the sky, but you know, some of those clouds look a bit dense, don't they? And I was hoping to do some of the Trans-Euro Trail today, but I'm not sure. I might just find some twisties and just kind of gradually mosey on down to Krakow. I've also just put my jumper away because I was tucked away in the woods and it felt quite warm, and now I'm out here and it certainly does not. I did think when I looked on the weather and it said it was like 18 degrees. Well, it doesn't feel 18 degrees, it feels hotter than that, but obviously I was just sheltered from the wind. Anyway, there we are. Pumped tyre pressures up last night. Did a little check of everything, you know, checked all fluids and oils and stuff, and everything's good. Downloaded the GPX for the Trans-Euro Trail for this bit of Poland. Whether we do it or not, I don't know, man. I don't know. Slept alright last night, to be fair. There was some, I don't know if it's a crane or a stork, or it's a bird with a really long neck, and it's like cool, I guess you could call it, or it's tweet. It's harrowing. It feels like something out of a horror film. It's ridiculous. Anyway, none of that matters. We're back on the road again. We've got 280k to do today, which isn't a lot, because we've been putting in about 350, 400k days, most of them. So we've got a bit of a chill one today. Going to book ourselves a hotel in Krakow. And then, yeah, what I might do, I don't know if I might turn up to the hotel a little bit early, park my bike in a car park somewhere, and then, you know, just kind of leave it there and then go for an explore in the hotel car park. I'm not sure. Anyway, my main thing is I want to get some fuel in this bike first, and then I need to take these sunglasses off because it's not sunny today, is it, Sam? So anyway, there we go. Catch you in a bit when we're filling up the bike with fuel. Bye.
En la vida siempre hay camino. Unos te te abrazan, otros ven frío. El que te quiere te da la luz. El que te envidia carga su cruz. Amigo sincero, tesoro de amor. Enemigo falso, sombra sin calor. Amigo sincero, contigo yo voy. Enemigo falso.
Hey! Oh! Fucking hell! Hey! Whoa! Woo! Keep on the straight. She wants to go there the same as you do. this is a public service announcement for all of the drivers of Poland. When it rains, you don't need to slow down to 30 kilometers an hour, because like this rain is like, it's like really fine mist, and then you go through pockets of just like shit, basically. And look, like now, exactly like now. Okay, so we're going through like a pocket of heavier stuff, and when it gets heavy, it is like really, 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 really heavy. So I'm going down this road. It's a really, really straight bit of road, like 4 kilometers of just arrow straight, real piss missile stuff. So I'm tucked in here, behind the screen, hand in like this, trying to keep as dry as possible. And then this, what can only be described as a mong, right? Americans, if you don't know that word, look it up. M-O-N-G, mong, decides that, oh, it's too scary to drive at 70 k's in the rain, so I'm going to slow down to 30. Firstly, you're in a metal box, right, with windscreen wipers, probably got heated seats, probably got the air conditioning on. You're fine. You got good tyres on your car. What are you doing? And then there's me, little old me, right, from England, hundreds of, arguably probably about 1,000 miles away from home, just trying to stay dry. My gloves are soaked. The inside of my groin is also quite damp. And then I'm just riding along this road, tucked in behind my screen, trying to stay out of the rain. And yeah, and this absolute pleb has just slowed right down to 30 because, oh God, oh, just turn your wipers up. Just try, oh God, anyway, enough about that. What have we got? Clear skies, kind of, over there. Right in front of me, another massive rain cloud. So, in about, I don't know, maybe half an hour, I'm going to pull over. I'm going to find a Lidl, my favourite. Go in, grab a few bits, and then, yeah, find a hotel in Krakow or somewhere outside of it, maybe, I don't know. The problem is when you're wet on a bike, you don't want to get off. You kind of just want to keep riding, because it's the only way you dry out is just keep riding, and the wind will eventually dry your clothes. But yeah, anyway, public service announcement over. If it's raining and you're in a car, you don't need to drive slower if you're only doing, so I'd understand if you're on the motorway and there's 1,000 cars on the motorway and you're all doing 120 k's, then you might want to slow down just a touch, just put the brakes on. But if you're doing 70k on an arrow straight bit of road with no other traffic, why are you slowing down? It makes no sense to me whatsoever. Anyway, thanks for tuning in to Rant Radio. I'll see you in a bit. Stay dry. Bye. Okay, good little tip this. If you've been riding in the rain and your gloves are wet, if you're going to nip into a shop, just hook them over the engine. It dries them out quite nicely. Oh. There we go. Okay. We have booked our hotel in Krakow. We're staying at the, I think it's just a Novotel. It's like 50 quid for the night, which isn't too bad. You know, the way that I kind of, not justify, but, you know, I suppose justify could be a word. The way I kind of justify the costs of hotels and stuff is when you're camping, that's basically one night in a hotel that you haven't spent. So what I like to do is have a little look at the hotel prices where you are. If you can stomach it, so for me that's, you know, around about 40 quid, 50 quid. Then you go, okay, yeah, fine, maybe I'll stay in a hotel room. Because it is, like, guys, you can recharge all your stuff, you're dry, packing up in the morning is as simple as just getting your bag and sticking it on the bike. And especially if it's been raining, all the ground's going to be wet. It's just not very nice camping in the rain. If the hotel's, I don't know, 100 quid or 130 quid or whatever, then, you know, maybe you'll go, okay, fine, maybe we, you know, we'll grab a campsite. But 50 quid, I think it's about 2k outside of Krakow. So basically what I'll do is we're going to get there at 3:45 anyway. It's been quite a long day's riding actually. I mean, I know I did the trail stuff we did this morning, that took up best part of about an hour and a half-ish. And then obviously we've been on Kalimoto taking the scenic route for, well, pretty much the whole day. You know, it's been a long old day's ride. I mean, I know that because I filled up this morning and I've had to fill up again. So, you know, I reckon we've quite comfortably done, I don't know, 200k maybe? No, more than that. 400k? 350, 400 I reckon. By the time we get there, it will be anyway. I mean, it's 180k to get to the hotel. So by the time we get there, we'll have definitely done best part of 400k. But we're just going to jump on the... how the fuck does this... Oh, there we go. Yeah, we're going to jump on the motorway and just blast there. Like I said, it's 2 hours until we get there anyway. So, yeah. I kind of got to the point where I was having a lovely time, but, you know, it just keeps on and off and on and off and on and off raining. My word. That comes around on you, doesn't it? Yeah, on and off raining. And I was just a bit like, do you know what? I'm going to get a hotel tonight. Because I camped last night. Camping was fine last night, but again, it only cost me 10 quid. So, yeah, okay, 50 quid. You know, it's quite a lot for one night in a room. But if I were to tell you, okay, so we've slept for 2 nights for 60 quid, then, yeah, you know, that's not too bad, does it? That sounds an awful lot like girl math, doesn't it? Sounds an awful lot like it. Maybe that's moto camping math. Maths. With an S on the end, because we're not from the United States of America. Also, while I was riding down not the main road, but kind of like a semi-main road, probably equivalent to like an English kind of A road, like a single carriageway A road. On the side of the road, there's a lot of young women, should we say, that are kind of all crouched down in a very similar position. And I wonder what they're doing there. Because I saw the first one and I was like, oh, that's a shame. Like, she's obviously, you know, walking somewhere and it started raining, so she's just kind of huddling to keep herself dry or warm. I don't know what I thought. And then I saw the second one and I thought, oh, that's weird. I thought maybe, well, you know, just suppose 2 people can crouch down in the same way if they want, can't they? It's up to them. And then I saw the third one outside a petrol station, and she was kind of a bit less crouched down, and she was kind of looking out down the road and seeing. So I think they might have been sex workers, or brass, if you're from where I'm from. And I had an old look on the old Google, and yeah, prostitution is legal in Poland. So I reckon that's what that was. Mental. Can you imagine driving down, I don't know, the A414 or the A12? You can tell I'm from Essex, can't you? And then seeing just a couple of birds crouched down with their asses pointing towards the road. I don't think you get much business. I wonder if they are getting business. I didn't think about it, personally. I'd rather wait. Those flowers are very pretty, aren't they? They're very blue, purple? I don't know. I'm colourblind. Who cares? They're very nice flowers. Cool, okay, so 1 hour 40 till we get to the hotel. I'm hoping the hotel's got some fairly decent Wi-Fi, because I think I've decided I'm going to upload the first couple of videos onto YouTube, so we'll see how that goes, won't we? But anyway, so far today's it's been alright actually. I've actually quite enjoyed it. You know, the trail stuff this morning was a bit of a laugh, you know, nearly dropping your bike and getting a bit fidgety. It's just a bit of a laugh, isn't it? And then, yeah, rest of the day, really nice roads. You know, yeah, it rained. You know, it rained on and off a bit, but who cares? Like I was saying before, you just get wet. It's all right. Don't matter. Dry off again. Or maybe you don't, but, you know, you kind of dry off. This Oxford seat, last thing, before I go, I promise I will. This Oxford seat's really good, because obviously it's like an inflatable cushion, So it's quite comfortable and it kind of moulds around your bottom. But because it's on 2 bits of elastic, if you're getting a little bit uncomfy, you can kind of just prop yourself up on the pegs and pull it forwards or push it back, and it almost feels like you're sitting on a different seat. So I've managed to do like 2.5 hours straight today, which normally I'd have to do about an hour and a half and then get off and have a little stretch. But yeah, and because it boosts you up maybe, 3-4 inches, your legs aren't quite as bent, they're sort of a little bit straighter, so actually my knees are a lot more comfortable. Yeah, so there we go. Good review for the Oxford inflatable seat. Great review for the Dunlop Trail Max tyres, by the way. In the wet, these are very, very grippy tyres, which surprises me because they obviously haven't got the most kind of like contact with the road because they're kind of 50-50 off-road, on-road tyres. But in the dry, they're really, really good. In the wet, they're great. And then on the dirty, gravelly stuff, I mean, they didn't let me down. They haven't let me down yet. So, yeah, I mean, what have we done now? Done 3,300k since we left the UK. So I am curious to see, once we've stuck 4,000k on them, how much wear the tread's going to have. Because I've been trying to take windy, twisty roads, not only because they're more fun and they're more scenic, and it's actually how you get to see a bit of the country, but I've been doing it because obviously if you just sit on a motorway for 4,000k, your tyres end up square because you just wear down the middle bits. And I'm sure, the middle bits on these are going to be a lot more worn than the edges, obviously, because, we've been doing a lot of motorway miles as well. But I'd be curious to see what the wear pattern's like on them, whether they've worn down as much as I would be expecting them to. Who knows? I'm sure we'll find out at some point. There we go. Right. And we're off. We're off on the motorway to Krakow. Or Krakow. One of them. I'm not really sure. Anyway. That's enough from me. Catch you in a bit. Well, hello everyone. Welcome to a very, very wet Krakow. Great view from the hotel. I'm in is it an Ibis? What is it? What hotel am I in? They gave me like a fridge magnet. It's in a Novotel. Okay, fine. Alright. This is the room tour. Desk, editing videos later. Just gear in general. And then I'm drying my bike trousers on the radiator, and then I put the radiator on, try and dry the gloves out as well. Yeah, I wanted to go into the old town to kind of have a look around, but the weather's so shit. I mean, I'm also like 2k. That's fine. I can walk that, but I just don't want to go outside anymore. I've been outside all day in the fucking rain, so I think probably what I'll do, sit the iPad up on there, go downstairs, grab some beers from the bar, and then, yeah, pretty much just sit up here and watch a film, and then just chill out. I've got some snacks down there. Need to go and get a few more bits out of the bike. Put the rain cover on the bike just now as well, so I need to go and grab a few bits out of the bike, and then, yeah, pop that. I'm just going to chill out this evening. I think the time, what time? Yeah, 5:24. So, yeah, it's time to chill out, and it really, don't really think I've got much more to say. Today was just a bit of like a meh day. Oh, that's what they gave me. There we go. Fridge magnet. Look at that. Apparently you can collect them. Sorry, my hands are a bit pruny. I've just had a really hot shower. Apparently they give those out at different Novotels. Cool. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, no, today was just a bit like, meh. Like, there was nothing particularly great about it. Like, nice scenery, don't get me wrong, but when it's like raining on and off and on and off and you can't get dry, it kind of just ruins the day a little bit. But tomorrow we're going to Brno, I think, in Slovakia, I want to say. So I'm going to go and check the weather now. Hopefully it should be a little bit nicer, because obviously we're just getting further and further and further south. So in theory the weather should get better, but yeah, those clouds out there, it's not great, are they? Not great. Anyway, sign off this one for now. I will see you tomorrow when we're on the bike on the way to Brno.